I
Say,
hate when my
what are you
stream
planning
does
to do
that.
with the arena once the tournament is over?
Oh, probably get a construction team in here to carefully disassemble it, and what the fuck do you think? We're gonna blow it up!
Oh, sugar, I've got a much better idea.
Tord!
This is where it all ends, fight fans! Are you ready?
I told you to stay away, Vault Hunter. But now it's time to fall through in single combat. Gladiator versus gladiator. Versus...
Stick.
Giant goddamn metal T-Rex!
Wow, it took the bot a long time to say that.
That Badassosaurus is the greatest mechanical marvel I've ever seen. It is the Henry IV of robotic dinosaurs.
I tell you, Tord, this is a legendary battle between good and evil, between cowardice and heroism.
Between giant metal T-Rexes and things that aren't giant metal T-Rexes.
Well put.
I know.
Oh yeah, I forgot I have the music cranked way up.
Whoa, right, I'm back.
Welcome back, man.
You know, with the new DLC, it's hard not to find a stream that's not just a weapon drop or X booster.
You wanted it?
Yep.
You got it! Prepare to face the champ! Shut up. All of you. Shut up!
That's why I don't do that, and I pretty much refuse every offer I get. Because I'm just like, that defeats the purpose of the game, dude. You don't want to play endgame content in this game, because it makes everything useless. Playing a new playthrough is the best part, because even a green gun will kill a guy in 2 to 3 bullets. And he doesn't kill you in 2.
Cowardice been spilled by Pandora's #1 badass. The vault is gonna open.
No slow hand.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for the Vault Hunter.
The vault's opening. It's
Oh yeah, that's right.
Those filthy casuals just scared to farm their own weapons.
of Mr. Hercule screaming at me.
Is the story of how the vault had...
Can we not? Thank you.
And not that you're not entertaining because you are, and you aren't just like join me, I give you weapons.
I don't play with people in general, so that wouldn't happen regardless, even if it was a friend of mine. If I'm playing multiplayer with a friend and like something good drops, I'll dupe it to them. But if I'm like playing by myself, I'm not going to go out of my way to go into someone else's game or have them come to my game so they can get loot. Or vice versa. It's just so pointless to me.
Yeah, I like playing by myself.
It's not even that I necessarily enjoy playing by myself more. When I started playing Borderlands back on the 360, I played it with other people. They're the only reason why I stuck around with it. And then eventually, they stopped playing the game, and I continued playing it because the PlayStation 4 version came out, and so I was like, I'll just move over to that. And then I didn't have any friends to play it with, and I always get so aggravated at late game that I never end up actually making a max level character half of the time. Probably to no one's surprise. Just making sure I got everything, by the way. Do a double, triple check, because you only get this once. Now we zoom. So fast. How much movement speed is it increased? I get 20% from that, and then 50% from that. So I'm going 70% faster. And then if Insight is activated, I go 110, I think. No, 130% faster. Super fast. Now with the new levels, you can put those couple extra points into Sal. Really, if you're trying to go for damage, you don't want to get that skill. This is just because of the joke build that I'm doing right now.
I only went on a weapon drop once, and it was when I just wanted to test out all the weapons in the game, so I found someone who was driven.
Ideally, you'd want to go for this
Then
skill
drop them.
instead. You can go for this skill, or you can go for this one if you're just using pistols. This is useless. You can use that too if you want some help staying above health gate, but it's like, honestly, a healing gun is the only thing that's good enough to do that fast. Or Zero's Deception late game is also pretty good at that. Long way to the top if you wanna rock and roll. Dun 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 dun. Getting ripped off. I don't think I have the stuff to kill OP10 Pete. I'm curious though. If only I was Krieg, I could kill him. I can't believe I'm saying that right now when I'm playing Salvador, but Krieg is the easiest person to kill Pete with. Hands down. You can kill him in like under 15 seconds.
It's too easy to be like, oh, can have every single possible red text weapon in the game, thanks. Well, there goes the fun of the farm.
I wouldn't even necessarily call it fun. There are certain red text items I'll exempt from that list, but I'm never going to go out of my way to farm for them, so I don't really care in that way. If you dupe for a twister, I'm just like, I fully understand, dude. Who the fuck wants to try and get on Ock to spawn? I've never had a twister legitimately. I've only ever had one through duping, and that was back on the 360.
Well, Krieg has that glitch with that Nova skill of his that can cheese raid bosses like Pete.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. I've used that before on my Krieg. Back when I did the trying to get a Krieg to OP8. I made it to OP3. Actually, I should kill the enemies here. Holy crap. My gun zerking wasn't even enough to bring me above health gate fast enough.
Got the twister all day, I don't care, it is cancer to farm.
Twister, Chopper, and any of Cobra as well, I'll exempt that, because good luck. Good fucking luck. I'll even exempt a hive from that list, even though I've gotten several hives. I've had at least 3 to 4 hives in all of my playthroughs, but because I've played through the base game with so many people, half of the hives I have gotten were all like level, I think it's like 28 or 27 at that point. Oh my god. Trying to stay up in this area is so impossible. I should take out my Hellfire. How did I go through this area before without dying 100 times?
Double the goddamn bars!
Oh my god. Dude. You and your freaking Vladov sniper rifle. Stop spawning with Vladov sniper rifles. Oh. Wah. One of them dropped a blue. That had a minuscule amount of chance to be a Cobra just then and there. I do always kill these guys just to try and get one, but good luck. Like I said before, good luck. It's another gun I never got legitimately in this game. I couldn't even see him because I created a smoke screen.
I've only ever gotten one hive because you know RNG loves give me the finger and I give it to Lord RNG.
Excuse me.
Right back.
Why are you so strong? I was actually using the map to aim there. Because I could not see through my own bullets. Oh yeah, I need to put on... Hellfire. I have so much increased movement speed while gun-zerking that it's even noticeable when I'm down on the ground.
I farming for a sham for 5 hours and only got 2, both the worst one you could get.
I've farmed for a sham for 6 hours and never got one, and instead got 9 bitches.
Just pick a fight with the drunks and stay alive.
Juicy. That's almost more tempting to get than a herald.
Fucking bitches. It's really juicy B, emoji smurf.
Where's the badass? Where is the badass? He must be up here. No, give me the coin. Oh, come meet your mate. Da. Who am I? Who's that raid boss? Dun dun dun. Barroom Blitz.
In my opinion, the B is overrated unless you're going a build that keeps you far away from the enemies.
I just use it because I don't have anything else to use. I don't have a Rough Rider or a Neogenator or Evolution. Mostly because, again, who the hell has time to farm all those Seraph crystals?
Oh, okay.
Currently, I have a level 77 retainer, a 74 sham, and an OP9B. So I think I'm going to wear the OP9B. I only keep the sham still because I use it for rocket jumping. So I don't run out of rockets. Rockets. Gotta wait for my cooldown. This is a terrible build for raid bossing. I should have more points into this, I think. Maybe a point into this as well, but whatever. Grenades don't do a whole lot late game. If you could have 2 grenade mods equipped at once, then it might be good. And you could cycle through them somehow. Because then you could throw down like a slag bouncing Betty and then throw down like this friggin' thing.
I mean, you can find a random quick recharge shield or a turtle shield, you'll be fine.
Oh, what the hell? I thought I had the electric chair on. There we go. I don't really have anything actually good for killing him. This might actually be something I use during this fight just for the amusing to corrode. Does that even work on him? Well, time to die. Holy.
I mean,
oh yeah, that's so
none
good.
Of my characters truly use the B.
What about if I do this? Don't shoot point blank nukes, dumbass. How about that? I just was holding both the triggers unironically. Like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna hold both the triggers with a nuke 'em in my hand.
Get him stuck in the corner.
Yeah, that's way easier said than done, bucko. I don't even remember which corner it is.
Not saying it sucks because it's godly on anarchy gauge.
Alright, well that isn't going to work. That's why I wanted a flacker. This thing does fire damage, though. Which he's fucking immune to. I don't have any shock
it's the
weapons.
one on the right when you enter the arena you fight him in.
This corner? Because that's where you enter.
Beat the storm.
I don't think that's the corner. I have no idea what corner it is, so. Do you need a singularity grenade to get him in the corner? Because I do have that.
The L2 of him is unbalanced.
Yeah, I knew it didn't affect Pete. Already learned that from long before this.
It is the right one. You gotta jump on the ledge, then get him to do the same.
What ledge? Up there?
Jump in between the two pipes. The enemies do so much damage.
In between here? Well, that's the end of this run. Mostly because I'm not going to have any bullets. Yeah. You're not giving me, like, specific enough information on where to jump. You didn't even say yes to me asking if that was the right place or not. So how the fuck am I supposed to know? There's, like, 7 different pipes in that room, dude.
You on PS4?
Yes. I'm not trying to play with people though, so. That's why I laugh whenever I hear people say Salvador is OP. He's OP, but he's still not OP enough to solo that without having specific gear. Krieg can, though. Krieg can solo it without gear. All he needs is one skill.
Try not to die.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna save and quit farm.
Yes, it is when you try to jump into between those two pipes on the right. You gotta kinda hug the right pipe, then you will be able to get on them.
That ain't gonna help me because I can't kill him
Let's
fast.
see you farm for a sham. If you don't believe me, look it up.
It's not that I don't believe you, it's just you gotta give me better fucking directions than the directions you're giving. You're talking to a person who, like, openly has broken the game on stream in many different ways, including ways that people didn't even know it could be broken. So, I've gotten out of the map in a lot of zones where, again, people didn't think it was even possible to get out of the map. So over here. I wonder if there's some weirder shit that you can do in here. Let's go on a hunt. A different kind of hunt. Well, I'll try again. Is there a... What? What is... There's a little grippy bit right there. No, that was so weak. That was weak sauce. I didn't get the double. Jesse. Well, we're out here now. We out here. But now the real question is, can I get up there before dying to Pete? I don't have much more iridium to fuck around with. But won't his AoE still affect me? You do such little damage to anything. It is so depressing. Oh shit! No.
I think this is the furthest you made it so far.
Well, yeah, but I'm cheesing him. But I am not against cheese. Raid bosses fucking suck in this game. Too much HP.
Hate screen emoji okay.
No! I let myself get hit by it. Really, why doesn't that work with that? This sucks, but I get a lot more money shots because of it.
Yeah, let's go into the house.
Oh, now I'm dying way too fast. No, I'm dead. Yeah. Fuck! It's such a fine line in between taking a little bit of damage over time and then dying instantly. It's so ridiculous, dude.
Darn it.
Why do they have to design it in such a fucking asshole way? I gotta really try and avoid being hit by those. Hold on 1 second. I need to be right back. I accidentally hit my touchpad when I picked up the controller. Alright, so now the question is Auspicious Raider worth it?
Just remember to not die.
I wish I had a timer for when he does his thing.
If you do die, remember feed is a default.
It seems if you line of sight it, you won't get hit by the overtime.
You know you'll really do like Borderlands 2.
Am I? I hope that's sarcasm. If it was me saying that, I'd say sarcasm.
He is the best.
Come on, bud. There you go.
No, it's not.
What is making you say that in this situation?
I mean it.
If I was good at Borderlands 2, I wouldn't be doing this right now. I'm just good at cheesing. I tell every single person that. Do one more burst thing and then I'm gonna come in on you really hard. I'm going to load.
That's too good at cheesing.
Who? Taters is always... I should have known that it was you who said he's the best. Fucking Taters. So self-deprecating.
Now I want chips and cheese.
Ooh. Gotta stop being so brave. I need ammo. Chips and cheese. Is that something that goes together where you're from? Where are you from? Are you talking about like a cheese dip?
Yes. Eureka. Easy with those big words, ULL make my small brain hurt.
What, are you not good at elaborating my intricacies?
The good old us open.
Holy shit, he got aggro. He got mad, bro.
The good old USA. Hey. Raise up.
What's up, dude? Pyro Pete is destroyed. Lucky hoarder.
I like it. I want it.
Yeah, cheese.
Wait, why the fuck is there loot containers up here?
Do you want a weapon drop?
Oh, because I guess you can fall down from up there. But that's
Good
freaking
God.
weird. Good God. Yeah, I know, you have to go through all of that to get crap. That's why I farmed it on Krieg, because you can kill him in like fucking 30 seconds. I just wanted to do it for the lull of it. OP10 Pyro Pete down. We got an O negative. Oh.
Do you want a weapon drop?
No.
MMM trash.
I don't take dupes. I don't do any of that stuff. I'm just playing the game. The actual game, not the loot lottery simulator game.
Dear writer for you the turf but Q DHTH through the
Why are people always so triggered when they get told no? Sorry, bud.
The Hyperion Corporation would like to remind you that the afterlife is extremely boring and not worth visiting.
What a mature person.
Haha LOL.
Oh, haha. I'll show you. Haha.
You lose.
You won't find better merchandise anywhere else, I make sure.
Go help someone who wants it instead of pestering people who don't.
Doing this again soon enough. Get out! Now go punch some fat Dustin!
Did you just ban him?
No, he just got timed out. He can come back and talk like a normal person, or he can come back, spam a bunch more shit, and then be obliterated from the existence of my channel.
Oh.
I don't like to ban people. I'm all for criticism, but I do not tolerate people who just spam shit because I have a text-to-voice. That's just like an immediate no. That's a kid who never got told not to do something and actually listened. He just did it when the teachers weren't looking. Or did it when his parents weren't looking. Just because he could get away with it. And if he's still here, you better bet he's going like, fuck yeah, of course yeah. Why wouldn't I? Dead.
I did it but it wasn't that bad.
You didn't do just a bunch of random text for an entire paragraph. You did it as just like 12 characters.
Me, if you want to live. Get out!
With the text-to-speech bot.
And you apologized. You didn't just go, haha, lol. So funny. Because if you did it like he did it, I mean, I do that to anyone. I do it so I don't have to read chat to hear everything that people say. Doesn't mean I want people to just fuck with it. Again, it's why most streamers just don't have one at all. Or they only have it if you donate a certain
just
amount.
to see if would say it or get it.
You won't find better merchandise anywhere else. I made sure of that. Hey, word, 2 words, my friend. No reason.
Motherfucking see ya. Sorry, I was grabbing a snack while it was loading. Even though I'm just going to be doing this for the next half an hour to an hour. Should I go to the beatdown? I probably shouldn't have teleported out of there. Or not the beatdown. Wait, yeah, the beatdown. Beatdown!
I am currently making chips and cheese.
Do you make that?
Motherfucking see ya!
I mean, I guess you have to put it into a bowl.
Feeling overburdened by money.
Or are you making your own cheese sauce type stuff? Beat down.
I think you mean nachos or chips, queso dude, lol, emoji grinning face.
Maybe he's from the UK but moved to the United States. I don't know. I never judge because I live in the north. The north.
No, it's chips, then
The
put
northeast.
shredded cheese on it and put it the microwave.
Northeast. I live in the Northeast. Everyone says shit weird up here. You have towns that are pronounced completely different from the way that they're spelt, despite the fact that they were towns made by English people. The English language is...
Then technically it's nachos.
Yeah, but nachos means you're specifically using like nacho cheese style sauce. Or dip, whatever you want to call it. It's technically a sauce, the way that it hardens up after it becomes cold. Or it thickens or whatever. Now go punch some bad guys in the dick!
Town giffle diffle. I'm not judging, I'm just saying you don't know nachos or queso, come on.
Yes, but
LOL.
he's not using queso. That's what I'm saying. He's taking like shredded pizza cheese, like the shredded sharp cheddar or whatever that you get in a bag, and tossing it on a plate of chips and sticking it in a microwave so that the cheese becomes soft. Excuse me. It's basically ghetto nachos.
Yep, I am.
It's not either of the things you're saying. That's why I wasn't questioning it, because I know people around here do that. I used to know a dude who would literally microwave a piece of bread with cheese on it and eat that. Unironically. Bad touch. I keep pressing the pause button too fast so I don't get the flavor from Tord. Always gotta have the flavor. Motherfucking see ya!
Now choosy that there be gato grillative cheese.
People say farming this results in more heralds. I disagree. And of course when I say that, the first thing that shows up is a herald. Never mind. I am wrong.
You liar.
You monster frisbee. Oh, there it goes. I keep pressing pause too fast. Too fast.
Who wants to get touched appropriately?
I've seen people who get like multiple heralds in a row. Nope. It's just Chuck Testa. Excuse me, by the way. By the by. You. Born in the bayou. I'll do an entire cover of that song. No, I won't. Definitely won't. Checking for additional content. Checking for a hotfix every time you save and quit. Bad. What am I doing? Sadness. Explosion!
So gato nachos, chips and cheese, gato grillative cheese on bread, put in the microwave.
What are you on? You need to make a friggin' song out of it, dude. I had to read it to even understand what was going on. See, the thing that people don't realize is when you're watching me play a game, you're watching someone who has a negative luck stat associated with him in real life. So, for every negative probability that I run into, someone else has found a legendary. Because I'm the guy. I'm the guy that gets shit for every other person that actually gets what they want. Because see, it's like, to me, this is like fucking more boring than farming Savage Lee. Because it's like, oh, save and quit. Spawn in. Check shot. Not there. Save and quit. I'd rather farm Savage Lee for hours. I mean, I've already done that before, but... I want to get an OP10 Herald, but it doesn't want to drop a Deepa. It doesn't want to drop anything. I got a thrusting Herald so far. And a stiff one. Tord, give me what I want. Give me that Deepa. Give me the double penetration that I yearn for. Lol. What is that emote on Twitch? Gotchi-gasm?
I'm sorry for giving you so much shit loot because I get all the good RNG. Yeah, let's go.
People who get the loot are normally the people who don't even need it anymore as well. Me, I could just sit here for frickin' 6 hours farming a thing which normally drops for other people like every other kill. It's like, nope. Nothing. Explicit.
Yes, that's me.
Then why don't you stream? Oh, right, that's right, because streaming has the negative luck curse associated with it. Whereby whenever you're streaming, unless you're playing on PC and using a cheat engine, nothing will ever drop for you because you're streaming. And the second you stop your stream, you instantly get a pearl from the next enemy, because that's just how it works. You don't get good loot when you're streaming. What are you, insane? What are you, demented? Now go punch some bad guys in the dick. I'll say it for him. I punch bad guys in their dukes every day. That means I'm punching shit. Shit puncher. Know what a duke is? Hold on, I gotta use a faucet for a second.
Yep, I know when I broadcast on my Xbox I get nothing for 5 hours, but then right after the broadcast ends I get everything.
Fwapanukem. That's the best nukem type for swapping with the flacker. Not taking it though. The Flackner. It's peanut butter jelly time. It's peanut butter jelly time. Way at, way at, way at, way at, way. Just progressively get so loud until you're screaming at the top of your lungs. When I yell, my voice gets really raspy. And then you just drift into death metal, like type stuff eventually. See, I had like shit in my throat, so when I went to do that, it like just sounded like gargling. I used to be able to do like the very deep stuff, but I don't know, years of smoking fucked that up. The stuff that it sounds like you're consuming negative space because you're just like sort of thing. Again, I can't do it anymore, and I can't do it because I don't want to be really loud right now. I know my neighbor's windows are open. You know something I've never tried? Getting out of bounds in the beatdown. I wonder if there's a way. If there's a will, there's a way, but sometimes there just isn't a way. But I don't know where I'd start trying. Oh, I'd need to clear this zone first. I'm just going to continue farming for my Herald. I'll do that another time. Plus, I need to get a second rocket jumping bada boom so I can just do double quad shot launch into the air. Then you can go super far. You can skip the entirety of the peak if you just want to farm, oh my god, what the fuck, and shit like that. You can skip the entirety of the peak if you have 2 rocket jumping bada booms and a grenade.
Metal Edition.
And you get the double grenade skill as well. You can jump. There's a place in the peak that I can show, although you probably already know. So, if you've played this game enough, you know about the peak skip that you can do. Juicy! I don't actually listen to that much metal. It just used to be something that I could do.
Juicy.
I actually got introduced to the fact I could do the death metal voice through Nathan Explosion on Death Clock, because he's who I impersonated. I was more gravelly than he was, though. Or snotty, if you want to call it that. Because that's really more what it sounded like to me anyways. But it's like one of those things where it's like you always have the mental psyche where you think you sound like shit, but to other people they'll be like, oh yeah, you sound good, dude. And you can't tell if those people are like being sarcastic or lying. Like that's like earlier, I have a hard time always taking compliments because And I guess that just goes to show the, like, type of area and people that I grew up around with. But I never trusted compliments because just about every single person I grew up with, compliments were a rhetorical, sarcastic way to make fun of someone. Very rarely did someone around here actually compliment someone and mean it. And that's just a Northeasterner thing. It's mostly in the younger generations, though. Lesser so the older ones. There's just a lot of really obnoxious younger generation people now that even in the countryside, you'd think, oh yeah, there'd be no way where someone would be driving with trap music at 2 a.m. in the morning. Yep. Some kid who thinks he's like from fucking the middle of Harlem or something like that talks like he wasn't born here, sort of thing. And it's like, what slapped you upside the head when you were like 10 years old and made you become an absolute retard? And yes, I used the R word. You want to know the word for slowing down the timing on an engine? Retarding it. So when you have a slow person, they are retarded. It doesn't have to be an insult. It's only an insult because people want it to be. It's simply just a way to describe someone who doesn't have an ability to learn good. And not even necessarily learn. I always try to tell people, intelligence is more decipherable if you have individuality. You can be super high IQ, but be the most brainwashed person on the planet. Some of the highest IQ people are religious, for example. And that's because IQ doesn't mean anything but your ability to learn, in theory. But learning doesn't mean anything if you don't absorb the knowledge and you still have man-made beliefs that hold you back. How many intelligent people have been wasted over the past like 2,000 or so years, all because someone was like, but God doesn't want you fooling around with those such things. And it's like, nowadays we finally live on a planet where people don't try and kill you for experimenting with science or anything like that. And people are still, they
that
leave.
Sentence had too many syllables. Apologize.
They leave school still being religious after knowing about quantum mechanics and physics, which used to be something that the church frowned upon when people tried to describe that kind of stuff. And now, like, the church accepts Scientology and other stuff like that. And it's just like, you are the absolute most despicable human being type. And I'm not saying that because I think religious people are bad. I think the idea of religion is bad. You can have something in your brain that's comforting, but the thing is that when it's you saying it to yourself, it's schizophrenia. When you're talking to a man-made God in your brain, it's religion. A good portion of religious people always have a hard time refuting
Religion
that, because
is
it's
flawed.
like, what do you say to that? Because that's what it is. It's a belief. It's man-made. It doesn't affect anything other than what you force it to affect, what you want it to affect. It doesn't actually do anything. It's just like I always say, I can believe that I can fart and fly in the air. I believe I can. I did the Jim Carrey joke the other day, but I'll do it again if I need to. I believe I can No, I'm not gonna start singing that song again. No. I believe, I believe, I believe, I believe. Fucking Jim Carrey. I always just imagine that song to people who believe. Because you can believe whatever the fuck you want. It doesn't affect anything. It's a belief. I love it when people, like, I watch a lot of gardening channels on YouTube. I watch a lot of animal videos on YouTube. I watch a lot of stuff to do with just ecology, and not necessarily stuff to do with the environment, but just geology and specific... that could have been a deeper. Specific things.
Religion is flawed.
Again, like ecology. I should have just said ecology and stuck with that, because that's really what I mostly look up. I love the uniqueness of wildlife related to specific areas. One of the places that I would go, if I had the ability to anyways, I would go to Socotra, because that's one of the coolest looking places on this planet. By far. Just the weirdest looking shit. Stuff that doesn't even look like it's from Earth. I don't even necessarily think religion is flawed. I just think religion needs to teach people better that what they're teaching them is a belief. It has no weight to it. It is a null thing. It's only there to be comfort food for your brain. That's all it's there for. And if you like religion for it being comfort food for your brain, that's fine. But when you start, like, there's a gardening channel on YouTube. I'm not going to mention the name of it because I don't even want to promote this channel. But it's a gardening channel with these, like, two, I think they're Islamic or something like that, people. And they're like, they'll be like, God and your belief in God will help increase your harvests and stuff like that. He's like doing a video on like how to grow blueberries. If you just look up how to grow blueberries on YouTube, you'll probably come across this video because you'll recognize their channel name, because like I said, they're like Islamic or Hindi or some religion from the Middle East to India area that I'm too arrogant to understand because I just don't care about religion. But they're just like, oh yeah, blah 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 blah, religion and stuff like that, like to do with it, and it's like, God, that doesn't have effect on anything. Whether or not you get powdery mildew and your plant dies isn't because you prayed. You're just believing. Believing doesn't do anything. The difference between belief and hope is something that you can actually, like, you can hope that something does well. You're not expecting it to. When you believe something, you think that that is what is going to happen. That is the difference.
Actually, I couldn't care less about religion. WTF LOL. The real problem with religion is that it is abused by churches to increase profits.
Exactly. And its brainwashing effect on people, like I said. People wanting to kill other people because of their belief structures. The entire reason why the Middle East is warring right now. The entire reason. It's literally the dumbest fucking shit on the planet. Religion is hands down one of the most problematic things in all of humanity. Ever since we have conceived it, there have been wars. As soon as you find texts of religions, there is equal amount of text for war to do with that religion, pretty much. Because of a belief. They didn't agree on what God was the right God. The difference between, like... Well, again, I'm not going to get into the entire history of religion, because honestly, I hate it just as much as anyone else does.
How did this go from games to religion?
To be honest, I don't... Oh, yeah, because I had mentioned
Emoji
something...
happy tears.
I had mentioned something, and I had just brought it up in relation to YouTube channels and stuff like that. I was talking about, like, brainwashing, and just happened to be religion was in there. I don't like politics. I don't like religion because I think people suck at making decisions. I think people lack individuality nowadays. I think people lack the proper education to want to learn how to learn. And that's why so many people think that they're way stupider than they are, is it's just because they don't try to learn. They don't try to be open-minded and approach things from different angles than they normally would. It's like, when people ask me how I'm so good at video games, and I'm not trying to say that as like oh, people think you're good at video games. People have always thought that I'm like somehow better than your average player at the video game. But it's like I always tell people, I just approach things and try to figure out how to abuse something. That's what I have always done in every video game. And to some people, that looks like you're playing the game good. To people who know how to actually play the game, they're just like, what the fuck is wrong with you? The only game I can say I am legitimately somewhat good at is The Crew 2. And even that is a stretch. I'm good at drifting. I can do perfect drifts around courses without tapping the wall and keeping my speed up. But it's like in stuff like this, I'm not good. I'm not good at Borderlands. I know what to do. I'm not good at doing it, though. Those are two completely different things. Yeah, it's like, I shouldn't have brought it up, to be honest, but I don't...
Are you making fun of me cause I can't drift lol, just kidding.
I don't care if someone is religious or not. I just care that they say their beliefs when they're trying to deal with something that has an actual physical form. It's like, you believing anything doesn't matter. I can believe whatever. I can believe that Borderlands 2 will get another patch before Borderlands 3 comes out. Doesn't mean it's going to happen. You can believe whatever the fork you want to believe. You see it with, again, it just bothers me because I love gardening, I love animals, I love the science behind nature. I hate when I'm trying to look up nature or watch someone's gardens or homestead and one of the first things that comes out of their mouth within like a minute and a half of the video is something to do with their religion. Or I watch like 9 to 10 minutes of it and then it's something to do with their religion at the end. Just some random thing they say. And it's like, if you use like the term God bless or whatever, so be it. I've said that term to some people. I don't believe.
I believe
I'm
that the
definitely
most
not
powerful
religious
being in the
myself.
universe is a pigeon.
But
you can't say that kind of
like,
stuff.
I don't know how would you explain to someone that that's like a local thing? If you go to the Northeast or you hear anyone ever talk in the Northeast, a lot of people will say bless. instead of like, excuse me, or something like that. Or when saying goodbye to some people, or greeting some people, they'll say, God bless. Sometimes a person, like I said, who says it isn't even religious themselves. It's just like one of those things. It's just like saying, God damn it. I know so many people that say, God damn it, who aren't religious, but they say it just because it's something all of our parents and other people around us said. So it's like, I'm not saying mentioning it on any scale is bad. It's like I said, even having a belief structure isn't necessarily a bad thing. Like I said, a lot of people out there like having the comfort food for the mind. But I hate it when those types of people try to claim that it's more psychologically healthier, because all you're doing is convincing yourself that schizophrenia is okay. If you're talking to a man-made God in your brain, it's no different than talking to an imaginary friend. Because all in all, your idea of what he is that. It's just that. It's an idea. It's an idea, and you believe in those ideas. And they initially came from someone else, or you came up with them and started associating it with that. And that, in any other situation, if you told a medical doctor that you were talking to someone in your head, or you had like a second personality in your brain, they tell you were crazy, or they tell you had schizophrenia, or something like that. They wouldn't tell you, oh, you're religious. It's just like there are certain things that happen on this planet on a daily basis which are just like severe head scratchers to anyone who actually is trying to be an individual. But I've always been like that ever since I was a kid. Asked too many questions, as they would say. Asked too many questions, wanted too many answers, never got any answers from the people I wanted them from. So it made me just become this person who's obsessed with not necessarily realism, but like I can very easily understand the difference in between a man-made idea and something that is, it exists regardless of if we know exactly why. Like gravity. Even though we do know why, because of physics, like the mass occupies a certain amount in space and attracts other things to it because of its
Don't say my
mass, but the best way to simulate gravity to a kid, and one of my teachers did this, is you have like a blanket that's pulled flat over a surface, like you put a bunch of chairs and you tie it on each corner, and then you put a big ball in the center, and then you start rolling little balls on the outside, and it'll take a while for them to get to the center, but that's like a good way to show the concept of it. Stuff like that, it's like, it exists. Again, regardless of if we know exact little mathematic detail about every single thing that happens, it happens. And you believing not, or whatever you believe, doesn't affect it. It's going to happen regardless. Everyone was formed from the same space dust. We are just made of recycled animal pieces. Everyone is. Animals and plants. That's all you're made up of. Sorry, I went out for a smoke, if you were wondering what I was doing, but again, I gotta be right back. I gotta use the bathroom.
T.
No, it's one of those things where, again, I hate talking about it because there are so many people that like get real sensitive in subjects like that because that's all they've known their entire life.
This way. This is not fun.
Take a small toke real quick.
I have had the idea of there being a god shoved down throat, but I never believed it. I just pinched my finger in the door a little bit. If there is a god, where did he come from? A vegana?
You're just getting past the point. You're trying to associate it with something in reality, but the idea of a god came from a man in the first place. So it basically doesn't count either way. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter where he came from because the idea of one comes from a person.
Yet there is no proof of a god.
It's not even about proof again. It's like, it wouldn't matter even if there is proof because the idea of one came from a guy. The proof that would be there would be a guy making proof, basically. It's not even that it obviously doesn't exist. It's just like aliens have a higher probability of being our actual gods, if anything. But there is still a good portion of people who think any talk about aliens is either conspiracy theory or you're just crazy type thing.
My proof is Borderlands exist. Yeah, that makes sense.
Exactly. The proof is anything you want it to be, sort of thing. Tra-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la.
It can even be that Mark Zuckerberg will always be a virgin. You see, there is no definitive proof of it. God.
Who said octopus?
Can I say butt cheese?
Why wouldn't you? Why would you want to? Oh my god. With the matching grip. Give me that. Nice.
Let's just
Nice.
get this out of the way. Yeah, most of the merchandise was labeled.
I became French there.
Dab on the haters. I don't know. Let's watch me farm the warrior.
Oh my word, it's so hard to stay alive.
Rock and roll! I am having fun!
You watch there be one in here too. Oh. Now we're gonna go get a bee, because getting a bee is pretty easy. If you come to this area and get the mission Tree Hugger, it makes the orcs not spawn, so you can just run through the area and just kill the trees. And the first tree can never drop a bee shield, so.
Stop screaming!
I have too much movement speed, dude. It's actually too fast.
You're my favorite Borderlands streamer and I'm being dead-ass serious.
Well, I don't just stream Borderlands. In fact, I hadn't really planned on playing much of this game until the update came out. And I finally decided, you know what? I'm going to do what I have never done, and that's actually complete, like, a stream playthrough of a Borderlands character. And if it's going to be any character, I'll do it with it will be Salvador, because it's the easiest. I was playing a lot of Borderlands 1. I was doing one of each character also, I forgot to use both. Oh, and I got a 20 too. Aw. If only I rolled double dice, that could have been a double D20.
So what else do stream? Emoji upside down face.
Well, I've streamed a lot of The Crew too before. I haven't been playing a lot of that recently. I play it some every time that there's a summit that gives a unique car, just to try hard. I did play it a little bit the other day, not on stream though. I played it with the dude that was in the stream chat, Taters. Also playing Monster Hunter World. I'll be playing Neo 2 when it comes out. I'll definitely be playing more Borderlands 1. Maybe some more Neo 1 random encounter streams, which is basically just me doing random summons in that game, trying to help people. Not on mic though, just, it's a random thing. If you've ever played like, it's sort of like a temporary co-op system. The way Neo works is you have like a mission, and when you're on that mission, you can go to what's called the shrine, and you can put up in a Choco Cup and summon another random player. What was that? Oh no, sorry dude. I'm trying to farm at the moment. I don't really play with...
I'm gonna guess you're playing on PlayStation.
Yeah. Oh man. I just got this sharp pain in my side.
Oof. Yo.
What's up? Fallout guy.
God.
Sorry, I had to pause for a second. Sitting down in that chair was making me have this pain. I'm still kind of having, but I don't know what it's from.
Is it getting better and better or worse?
It's not really getting better, but it's not getting worse. It's sort of staying the same. It's whenever I move my arm in a specific position. Hold on, I may need to...
Oh.
lay down.
In sitting on the fucking toilet and eating shitey spaghetti lab.
Damn it, I knew that was gonna happen too. How did you change your account photo? Sorry, I can't see my chat and I didn't really hear that.
I don't know.
Your account photo on what? Like YouTube? I believe it's whatever the Google Plus account picture is that's associated with it.
Yeah. Fire. Well, I can't change it.
Google it.
Oop man, this sad. Seven. 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 Well then, it was quick.
I didn't want to have to do it because I had my mic muted. But yeah, can't be spamming, dude. No freaking spamming. No clue what you're even trying to do there. Or if it's a reference to something that I'm not aware of, but don't do that. It's just distracting.
I might go to bed soon. It's almost 2 a.m. in the morning.
No problem, man. I'm gonna be getting off soon, too. You still playing Crew 2, Taters? If you're there, anyway.
Yeah, sorry about the side pain.
Well, we got one. Now all we need to do is get one with a lower shield recharge delay.
I. Has your side ping gotten better?
A little bit. But I think that's just because I'm sitting really still. Sorry about having my mic muted for so long. If anyone's even still there. What the hell? It didn't let me... This fucking fairy is pissing me off. Die. Die, Skrank. Who needs you? Sorry, I was looking something up. Alright, sorry about that.
One of you's gotta go.
Give me the double yellow. I want to go fast. Gotta go fast. Oh my god, that's three 8 recharge delay Bs in a row. I've always wondered why there's a stalker sound in the background of these zones. It's like they used the base template for another map or something like that.
I am invincible!
I pressed it twice. You get your skank bitch ass over here. Oh my god, you're just asking to be cold. Great job. If only I could kill you. How can I snap your neck if you don't have one?
Looking for a healer? You're in the right place.
Heh. The best in the West.
Have fun. Storming the tower.
Well, I'll actually be back later. I'm gonna eat something and then probably lay down. Peace out, everyone.